1980, the end of 1980, we had, Jennifer and I had got married beginning of 1980. We were broke, brand new baby, so the end of the year. I was looking for something to do, hobby type thing, and saw a sign for volunteer fire department. Just went and saw what they were about, and this is the east side of St. Paul. I was a firefighter in Minnesota for 17 years before moving out here, and now 14 years out here. The very first meeting I went to, I was hooked. It was November 27th, 1980. I know the exact day. It was very old-fashioned, very unprofessional. That's a terrible word, but old farmer guys that, if they weren't busy out in the fields, they would come and fight a fire if they weren't busy with their farm. So not much training, not much for equipment, but we did the best we could. But I knew that day, I knew that night that that's what I wanted to do. We had a light on a car fire up against a building. My job was to make sure there wasn't fire in the building. My lieutenant at the time was a firefighter, and the new guy, we had a brand new firefighter on the rig. They're pulling line to put the fire out, hose line. And as I'm going by this car, one of the headlights exploded. And they said I jumped 5 feet. They said and I don't remember that at all because I was busy thinking about where I was going and what I was doing. And that actually turned out, I don't want to say funny, but I forced the door, the door's locked, and there's a fair amount of technique to forcing the door, but the biggest thing is you're in a hurry. So you got to use good technique. Try not to cause any damage, but the more in a hurry you are, the more damage you can cause. That's the way it works. Well, so I break in and I get inside and I look and nothing's hot and da-da-da-da-da. And I go around and the other door's wide open. Darn it. My house is on fire. The neighbor just pounded on the door. This just happened the other night, saying the roof of your garage is on fire. Pat stayed with the rig. Stephanie came with me with a water can. The guy showed us where the fire was. She was able to hit that roof fire with the water can from the back deck. So she hit it with that. I went back out with Pat, and we got the hose line laid out, and he was trying to figure out how to bring it around the house. Well, in the meantime, I'm looking at it going, that's not the right way to go. Pat, come here, bring the hose. And I'm like, we're going up on the roof of the garage. So I get a ladder. He gets the hose to where we need the ladder. They get the line charged. Stephanie's extinguisher's empty. She just leaves it, comes, and we get the hose up on the roof and put the fire out. So we were there 2.5 hours, 3 hours. They'll have to, no real possessions got damaged, which was cool. They got bad damage to their electrical system. All the wiring for the whole house came out of the garage and went right up the space where so all the wiring for the second story is burned up. But they have a house and nobody's hurt. She's been very supportive on a day-to-day. I come home, I go, this happened. I'm really bummed out about it. She's been super supportive. She was a cop for 6 years. She understands, she knows what I'm going through. She knows everything you go to is a bad thing for somebody. She's not guessing, she's not wondering. She knows what it's like to hold a sick person so she's been very, very good. It's been hard on her. It's been very, very, I don't think the spouses or families get enough credit